Simu.
21. This is going to be the episode you're going to hear us say ad libs all throughout.
Yeah.
21. Anyway,
We're just gonna try ad libs today. That's what we're doing.
That's what we're
If
doing.
you hear one you like, just send a reaction.
That's
If
right.
you hear one you like, just send a reaction. You know, Simu.
Yeah, be like, react.
Yeah. Yo, one that I really like for a long time was Lil Wayne's album. I love that, man. I was like, well, what are you doing? There's not too many people that can roll the tongue like that.
Very true. But his classic just sparked the lighter in the microphone.
You already know he was about to go off. You know that he was about.
When you hear that, it's like, Wayne's coming.
He's about to go off, right? Oh man, Carter 3. How funny is that? Speaking of not smoking, right?
That's right.
We should start off the episode like that with the Wayne ad-lib. Hembo, let's make sure we put that in. Put Wayne sparking up for the for the sober episode. If you guys are not, great, just amazing. YM workout hill sprints today. Hey, I love it. So we are on Instagram. That is my buddy Will, Young Dougal on there. You know, we going live doing our thing. Yeah.
Let's open this up an intro for everybody. That's Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Again, welcome back to another episode of The Good Life.
21.
I'm your host, C Muzan. I got Kabi here in the building. Say what's up, Kabi.
What up, though?
21.
Shout out Detroit.
Detroit, not in the building, but here in spirit, as always, at the beginning of our shows, because Kabi is an honorary. I don't know if he can be an honorary member just yet. I don't know if his Uncle Jalen adopted him for real.
I did. You're right. I have not submitted my applications officially, but I did make a virtual application to Uncle Jalen. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess this is what it is. You know, shout out Kyrie. We've got a list of demands, right? I have to make it to a Lions game. I have to go to a Pistons game. I have to buy a Lions, wear a Lions gear, even when they lose the entire season, right? I gotta get a Half Moon Caesar. I got, I think there were a few other things on that list that I need to accomplish.
Cartier frames. You got to get some
Cartier frames. That's right. That's right. That is true. Oh man, I got a lot to do. I got to work on this. We'll get to work.
If you want to be a part of the club, you want to be a part of the Detroit club, you're going to have to do all these things, sir.
Yeah.
Doing all these things. 21.
What up, though? I'm coming for it, Detroit. I'm checking it off. I'm coming for it.
Glad we can start the show off always saluting a great city of Detroit, even though neither one of us has been there. We just have an affinity for it. But shout out to all the other cities. Let's drop some names. A couple cities.
Yeah, Buffalo.
There we go.
Where
Buffalo.
You at? Yeah. See, we like the underdogs. The underdogs. You know. What about Huntsville?
Oh, that's getting Alabama. Have you ever been to the South, like Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana?
That side? I've driven through. Yeah, I did a road trip. Went up to Los Angeles and then down south all the way through, Arizona, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, all of those states across to Georgia, and I'm back up the East Coast. So yeah, definitely driven through. Obviously been in Memphis. Shout out Memphis. Shout out Memphis. Let's go, Ja.
Yo Gotti.
Really?
Gotti.
Yeah. Oh, Young Dolph. Yeah, R.I.P. That's the greatest. Hey, Dougal, stop, man. He said Dougal said Buffalo ill. Come on, man. You know Buffalo Bills. Shout out Josh Allen. Hope you recover here pretty quickly.
Oh, I saw a TikTok where somebody actually did go to all of the wing spots in Buffalo to get the best Buffalo wing. So I
Oh,
gotta find that. That was interesting. But shout out to Buffalo for the buffalo wing. Is that the originator or it's another city?
I
I
have
feel
no idea.
I
I
feel like
have
it's
no idea.
I feel like there might be another city that I'm missing, but like Buffalo gets credit for it or something like that. I'm not sure. You might know.
No. You were correct, sir. The
Is it?
concept was born in 1964 in Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Buffalo wings. Not my favorite wings though. Not my
What
favorite wings. Buffalo
what are you,
wings? Nah,
yeah. What are you going
nah,
with?
nah, man. I gotta go with something barbecue, smoky barbecue. Something barbecue.
Barbecue
Or
is only
dry
good off.
rub. Dry
Okay.
rub.
Maybe dry rub.
Yeah.
What up? What up, Rob? Righteous Productions saying what's up on the
Oh yeah,
IG.
Righteous, yes sir.
Saying
Hey, I
what's
was
up to the
asking Righteous if he's ever gonna be in the. Actually, you responded to me. I have yet to respond to you. My apologies, sir. In my inbox, please forgive. But
way to
if you're
try to
ever
call
in
him
LA,
out.
no, I wasn't trying to call him. I was just saying. I was asking him if he was ever on the West Coast. We should get a commercial. Righteous, would you do a commercial for the show?
Oh, he would.
Let us know.
I know he's down. I know he's down.
Yeah, we should get a little commercial. Although I'm not coming to cold Philly though.
Listen.
Shout out
Philly.
Philly. Shout
Yeah,
out
there we
Philly.
go. I was waiting for it. Philly's a beautiful city.
Okay, now we're going overboard. Okay, I was trying to throw y'all a bone. Now we're going somewhere else. Hey, you know who's a wing connoisseur though? Young Dougal.
Dougal,
Right?
he
Dougal 876 wing connoisseur. Oh, actually, that's my favorite wing. Dougal's jerk chicken.
I was about to say Dougal's gotta come in with. Well, okay. Whoa,
all flats.
Whoa, sir. Whoa.
What's your take?
So first off, shout out to Dougal and his jerk wings. I was gonna guess they were some fire jerk wings. I'm down also. But drums all day. What is the problem with people? The flats. So, man, this might not be the time to have this conversation, or it might be. But the flats have so much fatty. It's fatty. Like you don't crisp up the wing in a proper way. You're eating a bunch of flab and a bunch of fat on the wing, on a flat. On a drum, very rare that you're gonna get flab. Very rare. It's a lot of meat. It's meaty. That's why they're the best wings. You can hold them in your hand. Think about it. Everyone likes a drumstick when it comes to the actual piece of meat, like thigh, drumstick, that type. Everybody likes the drumstick. Why? Because you can hold on to it. It's easy to bite, right? There's a lot of juice in it. It's dark meat. It's amazing. Same thing on the wing tip. Yeah, I'll go in on this wing thing. Like, listen, I'm a food person. So the drum is where the meat is at. It's where most of the flavor is at. You can get a cleaner rotation of the actual bone, right? It can go all the way around. It's not this weird, like I got this side and this undercarriage thing and this top thing. And get out of here. Drums all day long. You're welcome.
See, Muzon, you make a great point. I want to respect your opinion here. You are the food connoisseur on the podcast, the visual audio podcast. Find us on all platforms, by the way. Much respect, sir. But I just have a few words. Flats only, please. Flats only. Right? Let's get a vote right now. We got some folks on here. What are we talking about? Flats. Listen, flats or sticks?
Flats or drums? Flats or drums?
Yeah, let us know. How do you feel?
It's drums, but it's okay if you choose the flat. You're a second tier type of person. That's all. You're a
second tier human. See, Muzon is over here judging people over their choice of wings, sir. That is, I've never. You always right in the middle, but this is where you draw the line. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. The line. We got to clip this. Himbo, we gotta ask the people: flats or drumsticks? What is your choice, and what is your flavor of choice? You can't be in the middle. You got to pick. All right, let us know.
You do have to pick and pick drums, guys. Pick drums. Luckily, me and my wife are opposite. She's a flat girl. I guess I can't call her a second tier human being because she's a flat.
No, you already did, sir. So you're gonna have to deal with the consequences.
But it works for us because again, she leaves me all the drums, right? So our relationship works out that way.
Yeah, clearly she's got the better tasting food.
Clearly not.
Sorry, that's
There we
something
go,
wrong with my mic.
drums.
Something
There
wrong
we
with
go,
my mic.
Rico. Drums it is. Appreciate you.
Oh, come on.
Appreciate you.
Come on.
We're in the game.
Oh,
We're in
man.
the
All
game.
right. All
Dougal
right.
even said drums. Dougal's on the drums.
Oh, man. All right.
2-1. You might want to move on from this topic, sir.
Hey.
21.
Yeah. All right. So that actually transitions us pretty beautifully into our episode for today, which is how to stay healthy this holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
Incredibly important episode. We're coming up here on Thanksgiving pretty soon. I actually don't know the days, but I know it's coming up here soon. We're also coming up on Christmas. I call the season between Halloween and Easter the health gauntlet, right? The health gauntlet. Like if you're not careful, you're gonna get hit. Right? It's like America Ninja Warrior. If you're not careful, something is gonna hit you. Right? You're gonna yeah. It might be Christmas, it might be New Year's, it might be Easter, it might be Valentine's Day. Somewhere they're trying to feed you some sugar, right? In some way, form, or another. And I think one of the worst is on Thanksgiving, where they try to masquerade probably some of the worst meat on earth, turkey. Try to pour all types of stuff on it and call it good, and we just sit around the table and pretend like we should be eating this bird. What is this?
First off, turkey can be delicious. It can be delicious, sir. It's just
you strike. This is two. This is strike two for you.
I'm trying to help you out on the food tip, man. You just might be a little lost on the food stuff. That's all. You just might be a little lost. Turkey is delicious.
Too dry.
If you just have bad turkeys.
No flavor.
Tons. You have bad turkeys. You have people making poor turkeys. Like they're just not.
All right, educate us. How should one address this situation?
2 ways.
Okay.
Two ways. One is a brine. A brine it can be anything, but really my brines are just basic water, salt, and sugar. You soak your bird for as long as you'd like to in that brine. Some people put peppercorn, some people put vinegar, right? But you soak your bird in that brine for as long as you want to, and that will maintain its moisture while it's cooking. So brining first. Secondly, being able to inject your turkey. If you've ever done it where you can take a syringe and you put flavors into your bird, it will come out just as juicy and flavorful than you would think, right? So like those two ways, those two ways, right? It's brining, it's injecting, and then like Rico said, right, baking it at the proper temperature. It's a delicious bird if done properly.
No. Hey, listen, if I need to go work that hard, I need to pull out a syringe. I need to soak it. I need to do all that. Like, yeah, you can eventually get to a place where it tastes all right. You polish a turd enough, it's gonna look okay, right? But the meat is inferior to begin with. That's why you have to do all of this massaging. That's why you have to do all of this fake makeup putting on, right? See, listen, girl is beautiful. She might once put on a little something, you know what I'm saying? But when she's caking it on, you know what I'm saying? And please don't clip this. It might get us canceled, right? When she's caking it on, that's when something's off here. Something's not right. There's too much trickery going on, right? That's too much. You've seen those makeup transformations, okay? You've seen them. When it's like, whoa, is that the same person?
Those are scary. I'm super lucky I'm married. Like, I'm super scared of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who are you really? Like,
yeah, man.
Those.
Wizardry. Yeah, it really is. It really is wizardry, right? Two ways. Speaking of wizardry, two ways they get us: makeup and food. Oh yeah, makeup will bring you in. Food will put you to sleep. You wake up, you got no money left. And 3 kids.
That's
Oh
hilarious.
man! But I'll
Anyway,
tell you this, we
back to
we love all our viewers. So my apologies
yes,
here.
yes. We
My
digress.
please.
We
Yeah,
digress
I
on
would
a
like to
note.
apologize to the female community. I mean no harm. What I said was incorrect, and I will not promote any of those things. Shout out. You see that Dave Chappelle special? We're off
I did.
topic right now, but did you see that?
The special or the SNL?
Oh, the monologue. Yeah, the
The monologue,
monologue.
that the monologue from SNL. Yeah, I saw it. Genius,
Courageous.
courageous. I heard.
What did you think?
I thought it was great. What's even funnier is they said like in dress rehearsal, like he didn't do it so that they wouldn't cancel it, right? Like he didn't want anyone to know that. So on the dry run of the dress rehearsal, he gave a completely different monologue on the dry run, and then when they went live, he did that. He did that one that
Oh,
we all
get
saw.
out.
Yeah, because he was thinking that right, producer, right, owner, somebody's gonna be like, "No, we're not doing that." So he just chose not to. That's what made it even better. If that story is
That's
true.
genius.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Shout out Dave Chappelle. Goat.
Goat, super goat, man. Once here's how we tie this in. When you can stop making decisions solely based on money, you can make really good decisions.
One more
Right?
time.
When you stop making decisions solely based on money, you'll start making really good decisions around your life, like just lifestyle things. Like we put money so high. What from an income standpoint of like, oh, I need to make this money, or I need to go get money, or I'm doing this so I can make money, or I'm doing this for investment, or I'm even how much things cost. Oh, I spend on this, spend on that. But like, if you stop making decisions specifically based around money, and this is what Dave Chappelle did, he walked away from millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in the height of his career when he realized that wasn't going to be the best decision for himself and his life. As soon as he like made that decision, he gained control of his life again, right? Like when you're no longer being controlled by money and the opportunities and those things, now you can do the right things for you. You can stand out. And now he's at a place he doesn't need the money. So he can go on SNL and be like, I'm going to say what I want. Make it tactful, make it funny, but make it real, like some real messages underneath that, right? There were real underlying things that again, he was touching on. I think it was awesome.
Yeah, you make a really great point here, brother. You make a really great point, and probably the best point you've made so far. We'll forgive your other two faux pas, if you will, and
drums all day, drums all day.
No. Come on, man. Why you got to spoil it? I'm trying to give you credit, brother. I'm
I
trying to give
keep
you
going,
credit.
keep going,
But you make a great point, and that was probably one of the best decisions, or if not the best decisions he made for his career, his legacy, his image. But the thing is, it was a risk too, right? I'm not sure. Did he know it was going to turn out like this? Of course not, right? He made it was possible because they went on a smear campaign on his name when he left, right? They went on a smear campaign, and it was not clear that it was going to turn out like this, but you're absolutely right. He has gained autonomy and a certain status that will be hard to take away, right? And I think a lot of people who have money are scared, right? Because they know that their house is built is very fragile with a stroke of a pen with a stroke of a pen, they could be quote unquote canceled. They could be pulled, and everything could be gone immediately. But he basically pulled Eminem, right? He pulled the all right, I'll put everything that bad that you can say about me. I'll put it up front on Front Street, and then what else you got? Oh, that's it. All right, cool. What else you got? Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah. I said that already. What else you got? So, yeah, mad respect for the man. He hit it on the head. He did do it tactfully. You're absolutely agree on that. But he also, let those who have eyes see and those that have ears hear. Right. He also hit on the points. Right. And it also made me I was like, man, that's so, three messengers three different messengers, similar message, right? Similar message received very differently. Is there very differently? So I was really, that's what I was paying attention to.
David's still getting his pushback. He's still getting his pushback, right? Like,
sure. I mean, I haven't really read too much on it. What's the pushback?
Same thing. Anti-Semitic, right? Like, it's not funny stuff, right? Like, but it's so much quieter than the Kyrie Kanye stuff because it was funny and it was truthful and he did it intact. And he even came out at the beginning of it and said, "I'd like to read this note." Right? Like,
that was hilarious.
That covers all the bases, right? If the note can cover all the bases right up front. Yeah. So then why could people be upset? But they're still finding a way, right? Welcome to
absolutely.
America. Everybody will find a way. But
absolutely. Man, we'll see. I believe Kyrie's still suspended.
He is.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you got folks, dare I say, committing murder, like doing the most, at the very least, domestic violence, like, doing the craziest things. And yeah, it's just, it's very interesting to see. I know it's not right to compare, and that's not what we're doing. Just observing. And again, I like to give my note here. I love all groups. I think everybody should be free, and I speak no ill of any particular group. I just want to give that right away because when you speak into a microphone these days, you gotta be careful.
You never know, right? This will surface in 17 years, bro.
Right.
Like,
peace.
Yeah, right.
Peace to all.
We come in peace, guys.
Seriously.
Anyways,
yeah.
To the topic, how to stay healthy this holiday season. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to give you some insight. No, Dougal, Brett Favre did not get punished yet. Another day, another topic.
No, speaking of, that died down real quick. Didn't he come out and basically say it wasn't true? Oh man,
I never heard him respond. In all honesty, right? I never heard.
I heard something about him saying that it wasn't true and da 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 da. Yeah, bro. So yeah, Brett Favre apparently stole money from poor people, and and we haven't heard anything about it since. Right? He's probably good. He's probably like, shoot, now I got to be more careful.
Since we're on the conspiracy stuff, not really conspiracy, but since we're on the
this was in the news.
Yeah, that's true. Since we're in the headlines though, the FTX, have you been paying attention? You've been paying attention?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Fill us in.
Too much to get into right now.
With the Sam, whatever.
Sam Bankman-Fried. Everyone's calling him SBF. He has a acronym now, or initials now. SBF. Nobody's even calling him his whole name. But apparently, like, it was a crypto exchange, big deal, one of the top crypto exchanges. But when you break down all the layers, they filed for bankruptcy because basically, and there's a lot coming out right now, he was using investor funds he also ran a hedge fund. He ran the crypto exchange and he ran a hedge fund. And he basically used the money from the crypto exchange into the hedge fund to bail out some other things and buy some things, and it all went to nothing. But the important part of it is, like, he pulled some people into this stuff, right? Like other big hedge funds and other people are being pulled in, and people are saying Tom Brady, because he took a video with him and like was a big supporter of it, and I think might have like put some money in, like, Tom Brady and his wife, they went through this divorce thing. It was actually over that, not over like them actually getting divorced. It's because like legal shit's about to start happening from this FTX thing, and they're actually like kind of in it type of thing. So
wow.
Yeah, there's this is more the rumor type stuff, but like as things start to happen, this is another big story that happens right now, or that's happening right now. And what's funny is, again, off topic, but what's funny is before major recessions, I feel like, I don't know if, Ash, we might want to find something like this. Before major recessions, major things happening in our economy, there's always like a lot of like big headlines and news and things that distracts us from like what's happening in the economy. I feel like that happens a lot right before stuff happens. And I think that's just another example of it.
Oh yeah.
Got a lot of things happening, right? So yeah, I don't even know how we got here, but we're here.
Yeah.
The stuff that's happening in the world right now.
Health and wealth, baby. Health and wealth. Yeah, that's really interesting. I haven't dived too deep. You know, I've been saying for a while now, I'm waiting to see what happens with the coins. I feel like as soon as there was a deviation for the original white paper that I read, for me, it seemed like, I don't know, like the thing that got me in is no longer true. So why would I stay in or get back in? Let me tend to the fundamentals, right? Let me get my cash flow correct, and let me focus on things I can put my hands on, because that's what works for me personally, and things that I know. So yeah, it's interesting to see. I know there's a lot of people that I listen to. I actually haven't checked them out in a while because I've been busy, but that are going to be like, see, I told you so. This whole thing is a fraud. Da, 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 da. So we'll see. I mean, the technology is still the technology. So whatever it's used for is something else. So we'll see that.
Absolutely. But either way, again, we keep saying it. But back to the to the regularly scheduled program. How to stay healthy this holiday season. Holidays are right around the corner. Like you were saying, this gauntlet between Thanksgiving and Easter, right?
Halloween and Easter.
Halloween and Easter, right?
Even
that
sooner.
Yeah, it's like a half a year, basically the winter half of the year, so to speak. Fall into winter. But like that time, it's a gauntlet, right? Like there's always something happening. We surround ourselves with food and drinks and party and time off and all of that type of stuff. And those of us and those of you that are listening that are on a health journey, that are staying mindful of your health, that are staying mindful in the areas you like to grow, this could be a difficult season. This could be a season where we feel like we slip up a bit, right? Or we feel like maybe it's harder to stay consistent. So I know for the episode we wanted to give, and could be I'll just kind of turn it over to you. We want to give some like tips of things of like how to stay healthy, what you should be thinking about, what are some things that people can be looking out for and being mindful of as they head into this season.
Yeah. And we're going to try to make it as simple as possible because that's what we do. That's what I'm all about. That's what the show is all about. Is let's just cut the fluff. Let's get to the point of it. The best time to get ready for the season is a couple months ago. Right. So we missed that. But that's just to highlight that, to make sure that next time we don't miss that. All right. It's to get ready. Know that this season is coming up. And let's get ready for it then. I believe, as corporate athletes, we should be trained year round. Even professional athletes, right? At this day and age, they never stop training for a reason because they realize it's a lot harder to get in shape than to just stay in shape, right? Shout out Leonard Fournette, right? So I put out a bunch of these little references. I hope somebody gets some at some point. Leonard Fournette showed up to camp like 25 pounds, 30 pounds overweight. It was as a professional athlete, that's unexcusable. As a corporate athlete, right, you gotta tend to your health year round because that's what's gonna lead to your performance. That's what's gonna lead to your money. That's what's gonna lead to your sense of happiness, your sense of fulfillment, etc. Now, when the holiday seasons are coming up and you have not tended to your health, or if you're continuing to tend to your health, there are a few things you can do. But at the very top of that list, let's take Thanksgiving, for example, right? We know a few things to be true. Most likely, you're going to have a very large meal with family at the end of somewhere in the evening or afternoon, whenever you eat. Prepare for that. Right? Prepare for that. Ask yourself, is it necessary for me to start tailgating at 9 a.m.? If not, maybe let's hold back a little bit. Right? Is it necessary for me to have breakfast at 9, lunch at 12, and then have the dinner? Right? For me personally, some of the most successful techniques I've used is simply just fasting that day. Maybe having something light. If you can't fast, have something light, right? Earlier in the day. And let the hunger build up a little bit. You're not gonna die. Right? You're just not. You're just not gonna die. But give yourself that space up until that meal so that you can actually allot all of your calories to that meal, right? And you can enjoy it guilt free, right? I'm not saying don't eat. I'm just saying think about how you're eating, right? And on holidays, I think a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm off." Like I actually think it's a great time early in the morning, somewhere in the morning, in the afternoon, get in some movement. Get in some movement. Like it relaxation does not mean you do nothing. Relaxation does not mean you literally sit there and do nothing, right? It means we call something active recovery. Doing things that put you in a great place to recover quickly, right? So maybe you need to do something a little more active, like take care of your body, get a massage, right? Do something for yourself that's going to help you recover quickly, right? So those two right there, consider fasting, and also um, be active on that day.
Yeah.
Now you've built up this like pool of calories, pool like hunger has built up, right? And when you eat without guilt, and you're actually never actually fall off course.
I love that. I love that.
And I don't even think we got to go further than that. You got a question, bro?
No, not even a question.
Something
Just to add to that. That's great. It's funny because for me, I've always not eaten on Thanksgiving because normally I'm cooking. So as the chef, I don't eat for the day. That is normally my first meal. I'll taste in between, but I won't actually eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, none of that stuff. I rarely have a big plate at Thanksgiving if I'm doing most of the cooking either, just because that's just the way it works, right? Chefs always eat last, right? It's just something that is in our brain, and so we don't even take the big, super big plates half the time. Um, so I followed that before, and that's just such a great rule for other people too. Of just like, did you really need breakfast and lunch that day? If you know you're eating turkey and mac and cheese and mashed potatoes and all the other stuff, like, did you need it? And that's just a great way to calibrate and say, you know what, maybe I don't. And then the second part of staying active and staying moving the body. There's a lot of times you're getting together with family, you're getting together with friends. So hopefully there are activities that can be done. Playing some football outside, right? Running with the kids. If you're seeing some of your nieces, nephews, siblings, whatever it is, maybe you just get out there and do some things outside of the house and get that body active. These are things that help with again, you being able to not feel guilty about eating that meal on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 1000%, 1000%. And last thing I'll put here, if it's at all within your control, don't eat so late. If it's within your control, don't eat so late. I know some of us are not I don't do the cooking, so it's not within my control to necessarily dictate when we eat. But man, you eat that late meal. Oh man, we all know. At least I know. I don't sleep too well at night after that. So I don't really think you need too many tips if you implement just honestly, even just the fasting one.
Sure.
Fast
It's
and move on
important.
that day.
Yeah, I think those are the most solid things that people can do, and just again being mindful, being aware of what you're consuming, what you're eating, right? Where you're around during these holiday seasons. Don't let your family or friends or people around drag you into habits that aren't good for you or aren't good habits, right? So a lot of that is influence and in your environment. So when we get around family, we've said this on previous episodes, right? Where you might have to draw some boundaries. You might have to draw some lines like, hey, I don't do that anymore. Like, hey, we can go do this, but I'm not going to indulge in that. just to make sure that you can stay on your health journey. Remember, this is about staying healthy and continuing to progress in our health. And we have to draw these lines, make these barriers so that people understand this is what we will do. And we're not going to let them influence us into bad habits necessarily.
And see, Muzan, I mean, and not just when it comes to food, but we also know some of the conversations that are going to come up. Speaking of mental health, right? We also know Uncle Joe is going to bring X up, or Mom is going to bring us up, or brother is going to act up, or whatever. Prep yourself. Maybe lay some groundwork. Right, have some preliminary conversations so your blood pressure doesn't get so high, and now you know you're 5 drinks in because you just need a Coke.
Right.
Right. So let's prep for some of these things. Prepare yourself. You know what's coming. That's all right. So mental, our bellies, right? There's so many other ones here, but we don't want to, just implement one of them, one of these. And I'm sure you're going to have a much more enjoyable, much more successful Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc. And we'll speak on those too, because there's more tips to give, but we want to keep it simple out here.
Absolutely. Keeping it simple for everybody that's listening. Yeah, man. I don't know if you have anything else. I think that's a great place to kind of wrap it and give some light tips for y'all this holiday season, something to be mindful of as you go into it. Just pay attention, be aware. You'll hear us say it all the time. Awareness is everything, right? Awareness is the key. So just continue to stay aware of what you're consuming, and you will stay on that journey. As always, guys, you're seeing it on the Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. We want to have more access with you. We want you to have more access to us. We want to continue to add value. So we want you to join our Facebook group. Jump into this Facebook group. We're going to be putting out content, having conversations, throwing out polls, talking about the things around health and wealth, and getting to the place where we can design the life that we want. And Kabi and I will be your guides in that group. So feel free to jump in our Facebook group. You see the link down there. It's bit.ly/TGL Connect. Again, bit.ly/TGL Connect. The Good Life Connect. That's what we're going to do. So
or comment wherever you see this. Where's the link? And we'll send you the link somewhere. If you don't feel like typing all that, or you don't feel like, comment somewhere. Where's the link? And we'll make sure we get the link to you. All right. We want to make sure you get it, even if you are a little lazy. But some of us are a little lazy sometimes because we deserve it. We work hard.
We work hard. That's right. It's not our focus. Lastly, Dougal said, can we discuss candied yams? Why is this a thing? Well, Dougal, it's a thing because it's delicious, Dougal. That's why. It's a thing because it's delicious.
Missing in translation, man. It was a thing because grandma had to do it because she didn't have anything else, and then it was passed on, and then it was passed on, and now it's here, and everybody thinks it's something that we should have, even though grandma wouldn't have made it if she had something else. That's kind of how these things get passed on. Candied, yeah, we really need that. Come on, man. But yeah, it is. Hey, get yourself a bite. Get yourself a bite and move on. All right. You don't need to deprive yourself. We just don't need to gorge yourself.
That's right. That's right. Everything in moderation. So, well, not everything.
Even moderation.
Even moderation and moderation.
All right, guys. It's been a pleasure. Make sure you join that group and join us next week for another episode of The Good Life, where we give you tips on how to live a great life. Whoa.
21.
Flats all day.
Drums. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Easy.